Calvin Doug, Global Affairs Analyst, joins me to discuss the new dawn in Kenya. Calvin, good to see you. And President Ruto already taking off, and he's already facing hurdles in terms of cost of living crisis, youth unemployment, and drought. How well do you think the new president is prepared to tackle these many challenges?
Well, I think no matter who won the election, these challenges are great. And the thing is, the Kenyan people that voted, more of them voted for the plans and proposals that the new president put into place. But I just wanted to say, I think that one of the biggest challenges that the new president's going to have is restoring trust in the democratic system and the voting system, because there are so many Kenyans who don't trust the results. And as he said, during his speech, that he was going to be the president of all Kenyans who voted for him or not, he's got to figure out a way to put, actual policies, do actual things that win that support back, because he can make the big changes that are needed if he doesn't have the support of everybody, including those who didn't trust the election.
And he seemed to have started off early. He's appointed 6 new judges, which his predecessor rejected. How significant is that?
Well, I think that he's making a statement. One, that this is a new administration, so he's doing what he wants. But I think more importantly, he talked about the independence of the judiciary, and I think he wants to make, he wants to make a statement that differentiates him from his predecessor by appointing these judges. So, it remains to be seen how that will actually have an effect on the lives of Kenyans, but I do think it is him making a statement about his independence and his value of the judiciary.
Well, he spoke about the judiciary, and he spoke pretty much about making things work better. How well are these appointments, knowing full well that many Kenyans are not still too excited about the outcome of the election petition?
That's what's going to be difficult. The president is going to have to figure out a way to win back that confidence. The judges, in some sense, although that's not really the role of judges to become politically popular. And, as I was looking at the situation, when I saw that he made those appointments, I couldn't help but think about the situation here in my own country, where we had 3 Supreme Court justices appointed by a president who didn't have the faith of a lot of Americans. And to this day, even with a new president, there's still people questioning their legitimacy. So it's very hard no matter where that happens.
Now let's talk about the human rights, issues in Kenya, which is very big for a lot of watchers. How do you hope the new president will handle these?
Well, that's one of the things that I know the United States is going to be watching, and definitely Kenya's neighbors. I really hope that he takes that seriously, and I hope that human rights included in that, freedom of expression, freedom of the press with media, that's something that he not only protects but champions. One of the things that did kind of worry me is this new president has, I would say, a difficult relationship with the media. Not all the media was allowed to cover the inauguration like they wanted to. I really hope that will change, because transparency and accountability that the media provides, it will do a lot to gain the confidence of the Kenyan people for the policies that the new president wants to enact.
And lastly, before I let you go, Calvin, one more thing has to do with the camp of Raila Odinga. He was conspicuously absent in the whole swearing-in.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And, like I said, this happens in democracies. A lot happened in the United States with our last inauguration. I think it was unfortunate. I really paid attention to the statement that he put out, and I think there were reports he was out of the country. I was really disappointed that, it really emphasized, obviously, he disagreed with the results of the election, but it didn't really echo his acceptance of the result, the reaffirmation of it by the Supreme Court, and what exactly his role is going to be in the opposition. I hope that it doesn't become a role to undermine the legitimacy of the new president. And, you know, he can be the opposition and oppose the policies without opposing and speaking down on the system.
Carvin Deck, many thanks for speaking with us.
Thank you.